Hi everyone, welcome back for another video on MIR4. Now in today's video, I'm gonna share with you another way that I found which helps you to get easy gold, okay? And I guess you can do this while you are AFK farming, okay? But you do this intentionally so that you do get the materials to help you to achieve this, okay? Now jumping straight into this video, what I'm actually gonna touch on would be this craft area. Okay, so when you press on craft, I'm not talking about gears because this you are already doing it, right? And to get something that's tradable, it is not that easy, and yeah, it takes a lot of effort and whatnot. Okay, but what we'll be looking at will be this under craft material, codex gear. Okay, now I believe and I notice that many people do neglect this their codex gear, and then they don't really like work on it until like at a certain point whereby they need to boost their power scores. Okay, then only they start working on it. Okay, but you can actually work on this passively as and while you are leveling up. Okay, especially when you park your characters at those areas, when you before you enter bed, that kind of thing. Okay, now we're not gonna look at the blues, okay, because the blues are like rarer, harder to get. Okay, but we're gonna look at the uncommon ones. Okay, now I like to make a disclaimer here. It all depends on your server primarily because different servers have different kind of like norms whereby whether the people are very offensive, defensive, the play styles different, and then the economy is also different, whatnot. Okay, now what I have found last week was this. Okay, the Fantasia Conqueror's Ring and this one, the sword. Okay, basically these two, they are the rarer ones because I believe they are being dropped by the boss, as meaning the materials, they are being dropped by the boss. Okay, so you have this gold stone, you have the malice, you have the crystals. Okay, and then you have the demons. These are the by the normal monsters. Okay, we are gonna look at these two specifically. Now when you have reached, or when you are in this like level range of 100, once you have touched 100, then you are able to level up in Fantasia. Okay, and in the last update, last two updates that we had, okay, they have actually separated it. So if you go to global map, you have Fantasia area here, and you have also Sabuk, yeah, area. Okay, so these two areas as well as the Fantasia areas, they do drop these kind of crystals. Okay, now where I am getting these crystals from would be from Labyrinth and also Endhole. Okay, so these two are like the I would say that the better spots to level, to farm. Okay, because the mobs count are much higher compared to the other places. Now theoretically speaking, when you kill more mobs, and when you kill them as fast as you can, you are getting stuffs faster, right? So there's a logic behind it. Okay, I'm sorry because I don't know what's wrong with the dogs, but they are a little bit like cranky today. So yeah, so you get these crystals from these areas. Okay, now when we want to look at specifically the gold stone and the malice, the boss, the boss drop, the boss crystals, craft these two. Okay, the gold stone and the malice, the ones that you need to make the ring and the sword. Okay, so these two are dropped by bosses. So what you should be looking at would be spots that that have boss monsters. So which means that if you're at valley, okay, so you'll be looking at spots that have these. Okay, so these are the spots, so they drop this like uh much more. Okay, so that's where the value comes in. Now when you have collected enough, like I would say perhaps maybe 100 of these crystals, okay, the gold stones and malice, then you start crafting. Okay, now I noticed this, that when you batch craft and enhance, it gives you a better result compared to doing them like one by one. Meaning that if you have just like an item, for example this, you want to get a +4 or +3, it is not that easy compared to, well I'm talking about those crystals, because they break easily. So if you want to get a higher refined rated one, I'll advise you to do them in batches of 10. at least, okay, and then you do it, you upgrade to you upgrade them together, okay, which means that all 10 goes to +1 and then you try to go to +2, that kind of thing, okay. It give you better results. That is for my and in my experience. Now, why this, okay, why the codex gears, okay. Now, just look at this, okay. I This wasn't intentional. I like came about it like, I had so many crystals, so I thought, why not? So I I enhanced it and I got a few +3, +2, whatnot. Okay, so I thought, why not just place one on the market? And so, true enough, it got sold. Okay, it got sold for 449 pieces of gold. Okay, and the settlement price is 427, which is not bad an amount. I mean, for something that you are that you get, from AFK leveling, I think this is not bad at all. And if you are able to enhance this to a higher level, let's say +4, +5, because if you were to look at your codex, and the reputation, you have the +2s here, +4s, okay, and then you just look at uncommons, you have the +5s, you have the 6s as well, I believe. I think I saw the 6s before. Well, the higher you refine, the better it is, okay. And it just doesn't stop there, okay. Yeah, you just look at a +3 Fantasia Conqueror's Ring, okay, 449. Now just check this out. Fantasia Conqueror's Ring +6, okay. Of course, +6, there's no use case of it. The max is only +5 that's needed, okay. And there are people buying it, okay. So I sold one for 999 pieces of gold, which is very good, right? Okay. And yeah, I think this is another way that you can look into to get easy gold to help you to to progress in game better. Now, of course, some of you might tell me this, but my level is not that high, Abel, and I cannot access Fantasia, and I cannot like farm them solo, independently solo, that kind of thing. Well, no problem. You can also do this at Bichon, okay. Now, I'm not sure if you noticed this, but the Bichon swords and rings are very, very expensive. I don't know why. Maybe they're harder to get, or because people, or perhaps people have went past those levels that people don't farm that anymore. That's why it is rarer. Okay, now just look at this. Snake Pit, and this one is Fantasia. Do I have another Bichon? Yes, Bichon, okay. Bichon, okay. Now I'm just going to show you a few examples, and then I'm going to show you how the market is like on my server. Okay, Bichon, okay, Bichon. Now if you were to click on market, Bichon starts at 40, but if you just look at +3, +4 onwards, just look at this. +4, +3, these are easy go, and I believe that it is not hard to get this, because if you are like level 70 and above, you can farm these like easily, and there are so many spots you can go to with those unique monsters on it. Oh, look, a raid. I got myself a raid. Okay, so it is not hard. Now if you were to go to Bichon area, there are just so many spots you can go to, okay, and there are even spots that are still giving decent EXP, that kind of thing. So yeah, so think about it, okay. Extra free gold, easy way of getting free gold. Look into the codex gear, okay, and then start working on it, and who knows, you'll be able to have a much more enjoyable gameplay in MIR4, or even you'll be able to grow at a faster rate or pace. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. Okay, do like it if you found this useful, and do consider subscribing to my channel, okay, if you'd like to hear more from me. So that's all for this video. See ya, bye.